All right, Coach. Nice game.
Well, as I told the guys in the locker room after the game, I was really proud of their effort because they came out and they played hard. We had a good week of practice. We didn't have long practices, but they were intense, to say the least. A couple, in a short period of time, we practiced even day before a game. And the focus was good. We even came in the morning, and guys put extra time in this week. Those are little things, it doesn't guarantee anything, but these guys are willing to come in at 6:30 in the morning, day before games, or 2 days before a game. I think that shows that they want to get better. They got extra shots up, paid off because we shot the ball well, but we really did a good job tonight of just maintaining our intensity from start to finish. This is a team in New Orleans that plays hard every possession. They press you, and boy, they came out and just shot the ball extremely well in the second half, and we needed our best effort to counter that. We did, but we had great balance, 5 guys in double figures, obviously distributed the ball well and showed some, I thought, very good poise against their pressure.
For a change, everybody came out with energy tonight, like you mentioned earlier, but you got a lot better situation inside and the
No question. I think, for what it's worth, our coaches had energy before the game. We had some coaches fired up, and I think it got the guys fired up. And as a program, this was an important game for us. We really wanted to come out here and play the kind of basketball we can play, and we wanted to play it for a long period of time. We've played good basketball this season, but obviously, you can't play 36 minutes in a 40-minute game and give up the last 4 minutes. You can't play a solid good half against Memphis and not come back the second half, play a solid half. Teams we play are good, and so we're going to have to maintain that intensity. But we knew we had it in us, and it was great to see the guys get rewarded for their effort because they put forth great effort.
Speaking of the Memphis game, you mentioned that the other night that it was good for you all to get back out on the floor as quickly after that
we
game.
don't want to have a week off. Maybe you take a week off after you won a couple of games and you sit back and rest. But we couldn't have played soon enough after that second half of Memphis, and that was important. I told the guys after the game, I don't care who we would have played tonight. If we play like we played tonight, the teams we're playing are going to be in for some trouble. And we've got an opportunity to go on the road and play 2 tough teams this week coming up. And if we play with that intensity, that enthusiasm, we've got great shots at those teams.
You mentioned a couple of things you guys did leading up to this game, practicing more intensely, players coming in early. Was that different from the...
Oh, I really got to tell you, our players have been coming in all year. They'll tell you this in the mornings. That's not new. But there was a better intensity. There was more focus. And we talked about everybody giving it up for the team. And that's important. Taking out our aggressions or any frustrations, we've got to direct all of our energies to the team we're playing. And sometimes when things get heated up in practice, we have aggressions towards each other, coach to player, player to coach. It gets to be a little tense when you don't win some games. That can happen. And we decided, smartly so, rightly so, to take our energies and direct them totally into this game. And I thought our guys did that. But we had great energy. Some guys had some great looks. I thought tonight was some of the best passing I've seen since I've been at Rice. Great looks by our guys.
13 steals, that's a lot in the game.
And that means you're playing good team defense, you're jumping to the ball, active hands. We needed every one of those. Every time they close the gap, we seem to get a big steal, big basket.
For either the players, you guys have struggled a little bit this season, but tonight, everything went right. It had to be fun out there. Describe how tonight maybe felt different from the rest of the season.
Well, it was fun playing like that. Everybody making shots. It gets a little frustrating when you're not making shots. When everybody's hitting, you got 5 players in double figures. It's just fun to be out there with the guys and just playing, just feed off their energy and their compassion about the game. So this game was the most fun game we had this season.
Tamir, was that one of those games where you just felt like everything was going in tonight?
Yeah, for everybody, this was our best shooting game we had this season. So I guess the morning workouts was working, so I guess we got to keep doing it.
Do you think you had that 5-point play at first?
Yeah.
Yeah, what else up with that? You could have made that. Could have been a 5-point. Oh, no, that wasn't.
No.
That was just Seth.
Yeah, Seth.
It was a 5-point.
Max, talk about delivering defensive pressure out front. There was a lot of that tonight.
Yeah,
like I mentioned earlier, 13 steals. That's a lot of guard players, a lot of hands, and a lot of feet.
Yeah, we did a great job on defense. We wanted to, shrink up the court, make this perimeter-oriented team, make them shoot outside. We were in the gaps. We were able to come up with some big steals, and that led to easy baskets on the other end.
It seemed like you guys were able to get into some big spurts there where you just hit them hard, just right after another.
Yeah, this game we fed off each other. When we get easy layups, we play defense hard, we rebound harder, so I guess that led to all the easy baskets we had in the open court.
Coach, DeVos came alive tonight.
Yeah, he was another guy that had some spirit in him in practice and a little spunk, and it carried over in the game. And we challenged him and said, "Oh, now you had a spirit in practice. Let's carry that to the game." And he did. 7 huge big rebounds in the first half, and that was key. And just for him to come out with that kind of energy and aggression, it was great to see. It really was. But these guys put forth the effort, and it was good to see us get rewarded. I think early in the year, when UNO came back, and they shot 60 or 55% second half. They put 44 points on the board in the second half. I think maybe a little early in the year, this would have been a tougher one for us, but we maintained our poise and we answered their challenges. They brought their level up in the second half, and so did we. Every time they tried to make a climb, we answered, and that's what you do when you're in a fight. You got to fight back a little bit, and these guys did. They